Well, hello, my name is John Rogitz, and today we are going to talk about patent infringement. So, we're going to talk about some general concepts related to patents and then maybe conclude with a few practice pointers. A patent is much like a deed to real estate, except instead of protecting actual property, it protects intellectual property, your new idea. What exactly does this mean? To start with, like a property deed, a patent does not confer any positive right on an inventor to actually implement or use the invention. So, for example, a property owner may own a deed to property but be unable to build anything on it because of zoning or other restrictions, private restrictions, regulatory restrictions. And likewise, just because an inventor has a patent, the inventor may not be able to practice the invention because of laws that may prohibit practice of that invention, because of possibly more senior intervening patents, and so on. But like a property deed, what a patent does is give the inventor the right to exclude others from the property. Stay off my property. And so, specifically under 35 U.S.C. 271, a patent confers the right on an inventor to stop anyone from making, using, selling, offering to sell, or importing an invention. Anyone who commits any one of these acts without the permission of the patentee is an infringer. There are two general theories of infringement, namely literal infringement and the judge-made doctrine of equivalence. To literally infringe a patent, one must incorporate each and every limitation of at least one claim of the patent. A product or method may include more than the limitations required by a claim, but it will only escape infringement if it omits at least one element of the claim. In contrast, under the doctrine of equivalence, even if one does not literally infringe a patent, one may infringe equivalently if the differences between the claimed invention and the accused product or method are insubstantial. If this sounds slippery, it's because it is. And because it is slippery, it has come under intense criticism for years, which has caused the courts to limit application of the doctrine of equivalence. The doctrine still lives, but it is on life support. So we won't take any more time today discussing the doctrine any further. So to return to literal infringement, one directly infringes a patent, as we just said, by incorporating each and every element of a claim in a product or method by oneself, including personally or one's company or a single entity. However, one may be held liable for indirect infringement if, even though one does not incorporate each and every element in an accused product or method oneself, the entity contributes to or induces infringement of the claim by others who add the missing piece. A method claim to a medical technique, for example, may not be directly infringed by a manufacturer of a medical device that's used in the technique. But if there is no other substantial non-infringing use of the medical device, or the manufacturer explicitly instructs doctors how to use the device in an infringing manner, which typically also requires the manufacturer to know about the patent that's being infringed, the manufacturer may be liable for indirect infringement. There are a host of evidentiary and other legal issues involved with indirect infringement. Suffice it to say that when drafting a patent claim, always ask, who's likely to infringe? More importantly, who do we want to target? in the hypothetical that we just discussed, not the doctors, maybe the medical device manufacturer. And how can the claim be crafted to capture the likely target for direct infringement, thereby avoiding the complications that are involved with having to prove indirect infringement? Thank you.